Hey guys, it's Brittany. Today I'm going to tell you about my paranormal experiences. Well, at least I think they were paranormal. A lot of people have asked me if I've had paranormal experiences because of my videos that I make, and the videos I make are not based on experiences that I've had. They're just what I've made up in my head, and I don't know why. I'm just kind of weird to come up with these things, and I like to film stuff like that. So I'm gonna go back to when I was about 4 years old or 5 years old, and I was really sick. I had like a fever or something like that one night, and I wanted to sleep with my parents. So in the middle of the night, I went into their bedroom and I slept on my mom's side. Some of it's kind of a blur to me, but anyways, long story short, eventually I did fall asleep, and then I woke up. I was laying on my side and I was like at the edge of the bed, and all of a sudden I saw this hand come up, and it was green. It was like full of warts. The fingers were so long, it looked like an alien slash a witch slash a monster, and it was just a hand, and it just kind of was moving its fingers at me. Like, pretend you're me right now, like you guys are me. The hand looked like, actually, if you're me, the hand was this way, and it was like the palm was facing this way, and it was just up here, and like pretend this is like the edge of the bed. So this is what I saw. And I didn't see like a head or anything. It was like the thing was laying down and going like this, and it was just doing this, and I wasn't scared, and I was looking at it like, what is that thing? And I remember I was holding a Cabbage Patch doll. At the time, it was like this yellow one. It had like yellow hair and a yellow dress. And then I just kind of dangled my doll over the hand, and the hand was like touching it. You guys probably think like I'm on drugs or something, but this is what I saw. The hand was touching it, and it was kind of almost playing with me. Like, it wasn't evil or anything, but it looked really scary. And it was just playing with me, and I just kind of kept looking at it, thinking like, what is that thing? And then all of a sudden it just went back down, and I never saw it again. And now I never saw what the hand was connected to. I saw part of the arm, and I told you it was green, it was full of like warts, and it was like a witch slash an alien slash some like creepy monster. So, you know, I can't prove to you that that was something paranormal. That is what I saw. I could have been hallucinating, or just have a really vivid imagination. But it was weird. Why would I imagine some creepy alien hand and then it started playing with me? Now, I had another experience when I was a little girl. I was playing in my basement with my friend, and behind the furnace in my basement, I saw a man with like a top hat, and he was kind of bowing at me. Like, he would take his hat off and kind of bow, like he was saying hello or something like that. And I remember I was just looking at him, and I was like, I said to my friend, there's a man standing over there. And she was like, what? I mean, I don't really remember much after that. Okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but he looked like Abraham Lincoln. So I don't know if Abraham Lincoln was in my basement. I don't know. It was very weird. I can still see it in my head. And this was probably when I was like 7 years old. And he just kept bowing at me. And like, hello. Like, he kept like he was kind of being graceful when he took his hat off with his hand, or I mean his arm. It was just, I don't know. So once again, I don't know if I was like hallucinating. I don't know if I was just, I have a vivid imagination, and I was playing with my friend, and I guess I just imagined Abraham Lincoln in my basement. I don't know, but that is what I saw. Another experience I had, I was sleeping over at my grandma's house with my younger brother, Jonathan. This is when we were like little, so I think I was, I don't know. Actually, I think I was like 10. I think I was like 10 years old. Yes, I think I was 10. My grandpa passed away when I was a baby, so I didn't really know him. I met him once. So me and my brother were sleeping at my grandma's house, and we wanted to communicate with my grandpa because like my whole family, we're all like into like the paranormal. We're like, oh my god, we have like a seance, Ouija board, you know. Me and my brother were laying in the bed, and we weren't sleeping with my grandma. It was just me and my brother together. We were laying in the bed, and then we heard someone in the hallway walking up the stairs, and we just looked at each other. We're like, oh my god, it's grandpa. And we were kind of scared. We heard someone walking up the stairs, and then we saw this like light mist thing come into the room, and it was on the ceiling. But we weren't scared. We're just like, "Hi, Grandpa!" Like, I remember that like it was yesterday. We're like, "Hi, Grandpa!" Just like waving at the ceiling. Once again, we weren't scared, which is weird because today, if that happened to me, anything happened to me, if I saw that hand, if I saw Abraham Lincoln in my basement, I would scream and I would run and I'd be terrified and I wouldn't be able to sleep. But when I was little, I was a pretty brave kid, I guess you could say. I don't know. So the next morning, my brother and I, we asked my grandma if that was her who was walking up the stairs. And she said no, she never got out of her bed once that night. So we were just like, oh my God, it was Grandpa. And we were telling her we saw a mist and stuff, and I think she thought we were crazy, but we both saw it and we still talk about it today, and we were like waving to him, so I don't know. Another experience I had, and this happened when I was, I think, 7 years old, and I was playing in the woods with my old friend Rachel, and it's kind of funny because not long ago, Rachel and me were talking to each other on Facebook about this incident that happened, and we both saw it. So then again, like, were we really imagining this? But anyways, I'll tell you guys right now. So we were in the woods, and I don't know, I guess we just felt like somebody was there watching us or something. I don't know, we kind of got like this eerie feeling. We were just like playing, and then all of a sudden this black figure kind of came out of nowhere and was coming towards us. And then I was like, Rachel, run! And then we ran down the hill, we ran to Rachel's house, and we're like, what did we see? It was this big black thing. It was this black figure. We don't know what it was, but that's what we saw, and that's all I can say. We both saw it. We were both terrified. We ran out of the woods, and I don't know what that was. So the next experience that I've had, and this is the most recent experience that I've had, this happened about like 2 years ago. I was in Savannah, Georgia, and my boyfriend and I, we were going on this ghost tour. And we were in this haunted house that actually the ghost hunters went to. I forget what the house is called, and I kind of forget the story that happened in the house. And the tour was it was a really good tour. Like, I was so excited to go on this. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna see a ghost. I'm gonna be in a haunted house. It's supposed to be like so haunted. I'm gonna see something. I had my camera ready and everything. I even had an EMF meter, which was, yeah, I own an EMF meter. Long story short, we were in the first room we were in. It was very little. And the tour guide told us that people tend to feel very sick and nauseous when they're in this house. And some people actually have to run out and throw up. And now I'm a emetophobic. If you guys don't know what emetophobia is, it is the fear of vomit and the fear of throwing up and the fear of getting sick. I am a huge emetophobic, so like automatically I started thinking like, oh my God, I don't want to throw up or something like that. So yeah, he said people tend to run out and they're sick. They start just feeling very nauseated, very dizzy, and I've heard of that before. I've seen it on Ghost Hunters. No, I think Ghost Adventures, I think. Most Haunted, I've seen it on. Definitely Most Haunted, and I think I've seen it on Scariest Places on Earth, if you guys remember that show. That is like one of my favorite paranormal shows ever. Yeah. The tour guide was telling us what happened in that room, and then the room was very small. And he then said that a woman hung herself. Is it hung or is it hanged? She hanged herself or she hung herself? One of those. She hanged herself. And as soon as he said that, I started feeling so nauseated and my heart was racing. Like, I just felt so nauseated, and I was like, oh my God, what is happening to me? And I was really scared I was gonna be sick. It was just a really bad nauseating experience. And I just felt like I had to get out of that room. I started to feel like I couldn't breathe. And I almost said that I had to go, but then I was like, no, I don't want to go because I want to see a ghost and I don't want to be like a party pooper and be like, I don't feel good, guys. So I stayed in there and I was like trying to act all, you know? And meanwhile, I was feeling so sick to my stomach. And I don't know if it was just knowing that a woman was hanging where I was standing, but I felt so sick, and it was like a different kind of sick, and it's just, it was very bad. But once we got out of that room, I was fine. So then again, I don't know, was it the ghost of the woman who was like sucking all my energy and like making me feel this way? Because it was just in that room, so I don't know, but that house was really creepy. But another thing I want to say, when I was in that house, I was taking a lot of pictures. So as you guys can see right here, there are little white circles. And those are also called orbs. When I got back home that night, I was going through my pictures and I was like, oh my God, I got orbs on camera. There was no white circle there before. I was getting really excited. I was like, oh my God, I caught a ghost. I caught a ghost on camera. So those are all of my paranormal weird experiences I've had. What do you guys think of this? Do you think I was hallucinating about that hand and Abraham Lincoln in my basement? That is what I saw as a kid and a couple years ago when I was in Savannah, Georgia. That's what I saw. That's what I felt. I can't explain it. I don't know why I saw it. I don't know why I would imagine stuff like that, but that's what I saw. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you're a new person watching this, hi. Please subscribe to my channel. I make a new video every Friday. Please give this video a thumbs up for all the amazing paranormalness-ity, if that's even a word. Please give it a thumbs up anyways. My question for you guys is, what is your favorite paranormal show? I think one of my favorite of all time was Scariest Places on Earth. That show used to scare me with Linda Blair as the host. And remember the narrator's voice? She was creepy. She'd go, chills run down your spine. You break into a cold sweat. You are afraid. Tonight on Scariest Places on Earth, the Olsen family goes into Chillingham Castle. Do you remember that episode with the Olsen family? I was like, oh my God, it's Mary-Kate and Ashley, but it wasn't Mary-Kate and Ashley, it was like another Olsen family. But that was like my favorite episode. They went to Chillingham Castle. Do you remember Chillingham Castle? That's like one of my dreams in life, is to go to Chillingham Castle and spend the night there. That would be amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.